Quickly to the air is Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Chase, the motion man right. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To the air again, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Dissly, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Third down, here's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Here's Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 31 yards. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Finds Johnston. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That one complete to McConkey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Herbert. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert flush to his right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. They go play action with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's second down. Burrow. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another run for Brown on second down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And that's complete to Brown. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. This will be stopped about 2 yards EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. I got one. Hey, alert 3.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and a couple.
43. Watch 18. 18.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the run, it's Dowdle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards to go, second down. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down and 1. They run here with Dowdle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Love. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. It's Lloyd. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Being chased out left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Love looking to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jaden Reed from 6 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this will be incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Dowdle. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Right back to him on 1st down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dowdle will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Vaughn. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Vaughn on the handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well,